I told you, Vegeta. This battle was not over yet. Demon Claw! Ah! Where did this power come from?
So this is the team captain of Team ToooBananas doing a video with you. It's been a while. I do apologize about that. Life, and I did quit the game for about a month or two, and then decided to come back because talking to some people, I like to thank Kelly, my buddy Sammy Boy, Gabriel, Mats. If you did help convince me to stay in the game, I do apologize for not mentioning you. I don't super remember that conversation if I did, but I do apologize. It was a bit ago, and so, but thank you anyways, in case you are unnamed. You're the best. But yeah, I decided to do the baby deck profile because I was playing in a draft. It was pretty fun. I got the baby leader. Noticed people weren't grabbing the swap cards, so I built the deck off that. Went 4-0. Beat. Didn't lose any but all. Yeah, it was because best of one. Yeah, went 4-0. Got first place. And I realized, hey, this deck is pretty fun. Why not make this deck better? And so that's what I did, and that's just what I came up with. So let's do this bad boy. Starting off this deck profile, we have Vegeta Baby as our leader. Pretty basic first ability, swing at your opponent, draw a card. Second ability, once per turn, choose one of your life, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it loses 5,000. Really cool about this is that allows you to clear your opponent's board, and you don't have to have a target to use it, which is pretty awesome. A lot of the time your opponent will play around this ability, which is awesome because they won't play as optimally, because realistically, who cares if they pop something? You're taking more damage, whatever. It is what it is. Going back to the Awaken ability, you draw a card when you attack. Also, when you awaken, you untap 2 energy, which is very helpful. Allows you to get a lot more of attacks in. Choose one of your battle cards, you lose 15,000, and two of your opponent's creatures lose 10,000. Really awesome because you can combo this Revenge Deathball and Bulma by buffing something, making it stronger. It allows you to keep that creature alive while you blow up 2 of your opponent's creatures. Plus, it's active main, so you don't have to use the ability when you attack. Makes this leader, honestly, a lot better than the baby leader from before. We run 4 dependable Mom Bulmas. This card's really good because it basically says draw 1 card, your opponent negs 1 card, because your creature's gaining 5,000, which means it's a lot more effective in battle. Plus, it's easy to defend this card, or if your opponent attacks it too much, that basically negates the attack because they're wasting attacks on Bulma, which is awesome. Next is Rushing Warrior Pan. Play this card probably mid to late game because you want to make sure that 5,000 power is not wasted, because if you use it too early, you attack your opponents and they take damage anyways, which means you wasted that 5,000, and makes the longer the creature stays on board, the more likely they will kill it, so you waste the card even further. So honestly, just make sure you play this game a little bit later. Unless your opponent's blocking a lot of damage, then you play it, but you know, it is what it is. So I usually charge the first copy of this. 4 Divine Aid Vadoses, because I have the stamp promo, so why not run this one? 4 the Unbreakable Sun Gokus. It's another super combo, so you're basically running 12 super combos, which is kind of nice. The Panda is kind of the super combo, but not really, but kind of is. So this is your super combo, which is pretty awesome. 2 adoptive father-son Gohans, that we have a 1-drop blocker that also allows you to swap in case you don't want to take damage for the swap. 3 Bardock's allows you to awaken pretty fast, does some damage, and you can swap into your barrier Gohans. Keep them on the board. You can attack sometimes with them if you have ways to defend them. You can't kill it usually early game because they're limited on attacks, and you have a good amount of cards in your hand for possibly using your baby's effect, drawing, and using your Bardock's effect, so it's easy to protect them, and they shouldn't have that too many of attacks. Or you can just keep them in active mode and wait till your next turn to swap them. You have 3 Gotens. I only run 3 because I only really needed 3 in the deck. You can easy buff this up to 4 if you see something here you want to drop down, like Success or Hope. You really only need 2. I run 3 just because. 3 Gotens is good for me, but hey, everyone's different. 2 of the 3 barrier Gokus in case your opponent runs a lot of removal and you want to keep your dude alive. So that's really the only reason to run him, because of the barrier. Also, you can also use this one in the Gohan to gain 5,000 so that they don't die with your baby's awakened ability. The other Gohan's really good because it allows you to pop something that's already attacked, so your opponent can attack you. You kill that creature. It's pretty awesome. Both these allow you to go into the Dynasty Sun Gohan, which you swap and draw 2 cards. You only need 3 of this because you only run 2 of the 5-drops. And you don't usually you play this Goku more than once or twice per game anyways. Usually by the time you play him on the board, your opponent's pretty low and you're pretty close to the win. But the draw 2 is really effective, especially when you play a food right afterwards. Drawing 4 cards with 2 deadly, pretty deadly attacks is fucking awesome. Next is the Goku, which he's only 25,000 power, but you take a life if you have 2 or less. He becomes Triple Striker and restands, which is nice because you attack once, they may negate the attack. If not, just 25,000 whatever. It's good to go. And then allows you to take the life, so that way you have an extra card in your hand, so that way you have a better chance of getting Battering, or you have a card discard for Battering. By this time, you really should have Battering in your hand, so it's not really a big deal. 2 Foos, strong card. Deck has enough removal, I guess. If you want more removal, you can always put the Banisher Foos if you want to, or whatever. I just like the draw power of the deck. Banisher Food does work just as fine because it allows you to kill bigger threats that your opponent are not attacking with. 2 Revenge Death Balls is pretty fucking awesome. If your opponent tries to go in for game, you can just double Death Ball it and just go. Honestly, it's pretty fucking awesome. Or even triple if you need to. Sometimes they have a Sensu Beat on there or whatever. 3 Cess for Hopes allows you to search for anything in the deck. Basically grants an extra 3 copies of everything you're running in the deck, because you can search for almost anything you want to in the deck. Anything with swap, and Lineage does 5 or less, which is practically everything. Strong card. I've only tried this card once. You can if you want to, or discard it for Battering, or you can just play it, just get an extra combo card in your hand. It's pretty fucking awesome about the card. 2 Batterings to stop negates or Crusher Balls, so there you go. 2 Crusher Balls to stop U7 Goku and Cell mainly, but other things your opponent might want to play, or you see your opponent plays a big threat, Crusher Ball it, and then like a Kefla. You can't Crusher Ball Kefla, I fucking lied. What else could you Crusher Ball that you would want to get rid of? Droids, minor droids, whatever really. Anything you want to. Crusher Ball's there to help you out, mainly for the U7 and Cell. Next is Flying Nimbus. Card's really strong. I don't only run 2 because I have 4 Revenge Death Balls, which is like a negate in a way. Kills what someone's coming at you with. Going into sideboard. 2 Crusher Balls in case you need more, but you don't have to run those Crusher Balls. You can if you want to. 1 Nimbus in case you want a 3rd. I did run 2 of the Goku Juniors. I know that they require you to have a lineage or whatever. I ran them just because they were really spot fillers. They could be whatever you want them to be. I thought it'd be fun to run those 2. Didn't really care. Next is the SCR. SCR is pretty awesome. Does a shit ton of damage and really messes your opponent up. The next A-Drop is pretty awesome. Allows you to get rid of blockers or just tap your opponent out. Allows you to go for game more effectively. Don't mainboard this card anymore because it's only really good against control. So there you go. 2 Time Control Chronos. I mainboard this in best of 1. Just take out a Pan and a Mom or a Super Combo Goku. Just have this at 2 because people like in best of 1. They like to run yellow Gokus, the Shugesh and the yellow leaders and fuck you up. So there's that. Next is 3 Haru Harus. This card was at 2, but it had 3 extra spots, so I was like, fuck it, why not a 3rd one? Really good against green and yellow. Allows you to really allows you to push in for your overwhelm in case you have like 4, you know what I mean, less than 7. This will put you up to the number you need, or pretty close to it, and then you combo once and you get it there. Plus, also you can play something. Basically, gives you an extra free mana. Honestly, it's a really strong card. Next is 2 Mass Sands. Board removals. Anybody that swarms with a lot of small things easily gets rid of it. So there you go. If your leader can't do it, usually your leader can get rid of the stuff, but Mass Sands is just in case. Or these can be Banisher Foods if you prefer that. That's up to you. It's not a big deal. That is the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Any questions at all, just leave a comment at the bottom. Like, subscribe.